strange sightings that make no sense, and weird creatures that should not exist.
There have been sightings and rumors of strange creatures in and around the city.
You can't just see something that's maybe a once-in-a-century discovery.
What's the likelihood that there are big animals that have gone undetected by scientists and by trained observers?
I have gathered for you the most unbelievable clips that will give you chills. So tag along for the countless stories of people that truly live their nightmares. It came out with crazy evidence that has no explanation. Two hungry explorers found a weird creature that looked like it came from another planet. It didn't move at all, so they decided to eat it. They boiled the strange being until it was crispy. As they ate, they wondered if they were the first humans to taste alien food. Later, when they told their story, people were shocked. Eating something so mysterious could have been dangerous. The explorers promised to be more careful next time they found strange creatures on their adventures.
Alhamdulillah, saya udah taklukkan.
Black shadow. A local filmed something spooky near a dry riverbed. In the video, a dark shadow suddenly jumps up and follows a boy. Some people thought it was an evil ghost that feeds on sadness.
Dándoles a cada uno de ustedes.
But most viewers saw something different. They believed it was the spirit of Lighty, the boy's sister who had died. She missed her family so much that she came back to see her brother one last time. At first glance, the shadowy figure looks scary. But knowing the real story behind it makes it touching instead of frightening. It shows how love can be stronger than death, with Lighty's spirit reaching out for a final goodbye.
Dándoles a cada uno de ustedes.
Possessed bride. At a wedding in Indonesia, something super weird happened. People heard a scary screeching sound. And then the bride seemed to lose control. She moved in a jerky way, like a puppet on strings. The guests were scared and confused. Some people thought the bride had been taken over by an evil spirit. Whatever happened, it turned a happy wedding day into a spooky event no one would forget. The couple's big day became famous for all the wrong reasons. Flying palm tree.
I've seen some really creepy stuff.
Do you know now trees also fly? Onlooker captured a scene where a piece of palm tree was floating in midair. It looked like an invisible spirit was holding it up. The person quickly grabbed their phone to film it. In the video, you can see the palm leaf just hanging there, with nothing visible supporting it.
Right in the middle of the air. It's not attached to wires or anything like that.
It seemed to defy gravity. People who watched the video were amazed. Was it a playful ghost? Or maybe the wind playing tricks? Whatever the cause, the floating palm leaf left everyone wondering about the mysterious forces at work in our world.
But nothing like this.
Mysterious monolith. In a murky swamp near a small Japanese village, something odd caught a fisherman's eye. Stuck in the mud was a weird creature. It had a body just like humans. It was short, about the size of a child, and had a funny bowl-shaped head. The guys immediately caught it with a net. The curious villagers then carefully lifted the creature onto a boat. Word spread fast. Therefore, soon officials came to take the creature away for study. Everyone wondered, was this a real kappa from folktales come to life? Or maybe an alien that fell from a spaceship? The village buzzed with excitement and curiosity while trying to solve the mystery of their unusual smiling visitor from the swamp. Creature from where? During a dark, quiet night in the Rocky Mountains, wildlife officers were doing their usual patrol. Suddenly, they saw something odd move inside a cave. They crept closer, not sure what to expect. In the cave was a creature unlike anything they'd ever seen. It had a big, egg-shaped head with huge black eyes that seemed to glow in the dark. Its body was thin, almost like a skeleton, and it looked ready to run at any moment. Just as the officers caught the strange being, bright lights flashed in the air, and before they could blink, the creature vanished. Was it an alien? Or maybe a visitor from another world? The officers were left wondering about their close encounter with the unknown. Brazilian alien.
Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais.
A group of hikers were excited to reach the top of a tall mountain in Brazil, but something strange caught their eye on a nearby hilltop. At first they thought it was just oddly shaped rocks. Then the rocks moved. The hikers gasped, as there, standing on the hilltop, was a figure.
Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais.
It was almost 10 feet high, taller than any person they'd ever seen. The giant being had a thin body and big round heads. They were about to get a closer view when suddenly the strange figures disappeared and left no traces. Were they aliens or had some supernatural power? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Behind you. You must observe your surroundings while you go out. Otherwise, this could happen to you. A group of friends went camping in a dark forest. They found a cool spot with a big tree and hung up a swing. Everyone was having fun. And one of them was recording a video of their nighttime adventure. Later, when they watched the video, they got a big shock. In the background, a tall, dark figure appeared. It crouched down, watching the friends for a while. Then it slowly stood up and moved back into the shadows of the woods. The friends couldn't believe they hadn't noticed it at the time. How did the creature let them all go is another mystery, which no one could ever understand. Incredible catch. Some fishermen went out on a hidden river in Brazil. They were hoping to catch fish, but instead they found something that made them all shocked. Floating near their boats was a strange creature. Its body looked weird and scary. The fishermen carefully pulled it into their boat to get a better look, and what they discovered was truly shocking. The creature had a huge, oddly shaped head and strange hooves on its feet. It didn't look like any animal they knew. Some whispered it might be the chupacabra, a monster from old stories that attacks farm animals. Others just stared, not sure what to think. Well, for proper investigation, it was handed over to marine experts, who, according to some recent reports, are hiding the truth from the people. Giant causeway.
The Giant's Causeway on the north coast of Northern Ireland, where we have some incredible breaking news.
On a misty day at the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, something amazing happened. Tourists and park rangers saw a huge figure walking towards the rocky cliffs. It was Finn McCool, the famous giant from old Irish stories. People watched in wonder as Finn found a hidden doorway in the rocks. He squeezed through and disappeared inside. Everyone was shocked. They'd never seen anything like it before. Later, people came to look for the secret door, but they couldn't find it. Instead, they heard loud snoring coming from inside the mountain. It seems the giant had gone to sleep for the winter, just like a big bear.
I would think he might need a long sleep after this busy summer season.
Now everyone's wondering, will Finn wake up for Christmas? Or will he sleep until spring? The Giant's Causeway has a new mystery, and the online spectators couldn't wait to see what happens next. Lost child.
Porque aunque yo vengo a correr aquí todos los días, la neta es que ya había escuchado historias de que ya...
A Japanese local was jogging along the edge of a dark forest when he saw something that made his heart race. At first, he thought a child was lost in the woods. Wanting to help, he moved closer. But it wasn't a child at all. It was a small doll or model that looked like a kid. The man looked around, confused. Suddenly, the doll disappeared and showed up somewhere else. It seemed to be following him, like a ghost. Scared but curious, the man started recording with his phone. He wanted to get a better look at the strange doll. But things got even creepier. In the background, he saw a scary head watching him. Then he noticed a bony arm reaching out from under it. The man ran away as fast as he could. His peaceful run turned into a spooky adventure he'd never forget.
Oye, niño. Ay, güey, no manches. Güey, es un maniquí, güey.
Bigfoot? This is the story of a forest where strange things began to happen. People living near a forest heard weird animal noises at night. Hikers began seeing odd creatures in the distance. And several more unexplainable incidents happened that left everyone shocked. Some brave locals decided to set up trail cameras to see what was going on. When they checked the pictures, they got a big surprise. Could it be the mysterious Bigfoot or a spooky skinwalker? Nobody knew for sure. But with so many sightings on different cameras, the forest explorers knew they had to be extra careful on their next adventure. Werewolf on run. One thing we all know is to never stop a car when something unusual happens. But these people had to learn it the hard way. A group of friends were passing through a roadway surrounded by the forest. They noticed an animal-like creature standing on both feet like a human. It wasn't clear for them to see while sitting in the car. So the two of the friends decided to get out and see what it was. Call it their biggest mistake, as it attacked them and didn't even give them a chance to respond. They rushed towards their car and somehow managed to get into it. The situation got worse when it tried to breach their car's glass. Finally, they drove the car fast and ran away with its paw printed on the car's window. Disappeared. A police officer saw something crazy in an alley. Half a body was sticking out of a brick wall. It was like magic. The rest of the body was hidden inside the wall somehow. The officer could only see a head, shoulders, and belly. He tried to film it with his phone, but he was so shocked his hands were shaking. This wasn't a person. It looked like something from another world. The strange creature's body kept changing shape, like it was made of Play-Doh. Then it started to fade away. It got blurry and see-through until, pop! It vanished into the thin air. The officer blinked hard, wondering if he'd just seen a real-life alien or a ghost. Alien and bikers. Friends were zooming along on their dirt bikes when one of them spotted something weird. A strange shape was running through a field nearby. They all hit the brakes to get a better look. One brave biker grabbed a stick and went to check it out. But when he got there, the mystery runner was gone. It had vanished into thin air. What could it have been? Maybe it was a lost alien looking for its spaceship. Or perhaps it was just a shy forest creature that could turn invisible. The bikers couldn't stop talking about their wild encounter as they rode home, wondering what secret the fields were hiding. Glitch in Matrix. A video online is making people's heads spin. It shows a boy sitting in a chair, but something looks off. When the video is slowed down, it looks like the boy's arm goes right through the metal bar of the chair. How could this happen? Some think it might be a glitch in the Matrix, like the world is a big computer game and something went wrong. Others wonder if the boy has secret superpowers to pass through solid objects. Whatever it is, the video has everyone scratching their heads. Is our world not what it seems? The mystery of the boy's arm and the metal bar leaves us with more questions than answers. Beast on tree. A lady was stuck in traffic when she saw something weird on a tree. At first, she thought it was a big bird. She grabbed her phone to take a picture, but what she saw was way stranger. On top of a branch sat a creature that looked like it came from another world. It had crab-like legs and wings growing out of its back. The lady couldn't believe her eyes. When the creature noticed her looking, it spread its wings and flew away. It vanished so fast, the lady wondered if she had really seen it. She checked her phone, hoping she caught a picture of the mysterious flying crab bird. Bobby spotted. At a high school swim meet, a girl spotted an unusual fan in the crowd. This wasn't an ordinary spectator. It was a tiny creature sitting in the best seat in the house. The girl quietly filmed the strange visitor. It looked just like a duende, a magical being from storybooks. The funny thing was, no one else seemed to notice it. But in the blink of an eye, the little duende disappeared. The girl was left wondering if she'd seen a real-life fairy tale character, or if her imagination was playing tricks on her at the pool. Big jumps. A father and son were walking in a Russian forest when they saw something amazing. A huge creature with big shoulders was jumping through the trees. They quickly started filming. People who've seen the video say it might be the legendary Bigfoot. Unlike other Bigfoot videos, this one really looks real. The creature's massive shoulders and long arms make it hard to believe it's fake. The father and son couldn't believe their luck. They might have caught the best proof ever of the mysterious forest giant. Their walk turned into an adventure they'd never forget. Thin figure. A building on fire left the firefighters terrified. In Mexico, a person was filming a car crash when something terrifying appeared. A huge, shadowy figure that looked like death itself walked into view. The creepy being was super tall and thin, with weird skinny legs. It seemed to come out of nowhere, making the scene even scarier. Later, people learned the video was connected to a sad story about a murdered girl. Some think the spooky figure might have been her ghost. Whatever it was, the sight gave everyone who saw the video goosebumps. Tumbling gorilla? A big giant on his hunt slipped, and here's the full story. On a cold, snowy morning, some friends saw something strange on a mountain. It was big, white, and howling, nothing like they'd ever seen before. As they got closer, they spotted the creature fighting with a monkey. Suddenly, it slipped and fell, taking the monkey with it. The friends were so shocked they ran away as fast as they could. They realized they might have seen a real-life yeti. With its white fur and scary yells, it matched all the stories they'd heard about the mysterious snow monster. A tiered deer. A villager was out cutting trees when he spotted something weird. He quickly grabbed his phone to film it. What he saw looked like a snake, but with horns on its head. The strange creature slithered through the leaves, its snake-like body moving slowly. The horns on top made it look like a tiny dragon. The villager couldn't believe his eyes. When he showed the video to his friends, everyone was amazed. No one had ever seen an animal like this before. Was it a new kind of snake, or maybe a magical creature from old stories? The mysterious horned snake became the talk of the village. Everyone wondered what other secrets might be hiding in their forest. The villagers' tree-cutting trip turned into an exciting discovery. Glowing machine. A traveler was cruising through the Nevada desert when something weird happened. The police asked him to pull over and let a wide load pass by. The driver wondered what could be so special.
Oh, so we were asked to pull over by the police because there's a wide load coming.
As the huge truck rolled by, the traveler's jaw dropped. There, strapped securely on the flatbed, was a massive glowing machine. It looked just like something from a sci-fi movie. The traveler blinked in disbelief. Could it be? Yes, it was! He was looking at a real-life flux capacitor, the very device that made time travel possible in his favorite films.
This is what makes time travel possible.
His ordinary road trip had turned into an encounter with movie magic come to life.
So this is the reason why the police pulled this over. Oh my gosh, what is that?
Mystery bones.
Acabo de ver algo ahí que me parece como un tronco.
A man was taking a peaceful walk in the countryside when he stumbled upon something incredible. There, half buried in the ground, was an enormous bone. The bone was so huge it made the man's imagination run wild. Could it be from some ancient beast? Or maybe something even more exciting. He remembered old stories about giants who once roamed the earth. Quickly, he snapped some photos of his amazing find. As he looked at the massive bone, he couldn't help but wonder what secrets it might hold about our world's mysterious past. His quiet stroll had turned into a thrilling adventure of discovery.
Miren esto. Wow.
Flying octopus. In 2023, people in Beijing got a big surprise when they looked up at the sky. A strange creature was floating high above the city. It looked just like a giant octopus swimming through the air. Everyone watched in amazement as its tentacles moved smoothly, just like they would underwater. Some thought it might be a fancy kite, but it seemed too real and moved too naturally. People started wondering, could this be a new kind of animal? Or maybe even a visitor from another world? In the end, it turned out to be an amazing alien spaceship. The octopus-like craft gave Beijing an unforgettable day of mystery and wonder. Attempted kidnapping. A scary moment was caught on a car dash's cam. The video shows a man trying to grab a small, strange creature and pull it into his car. It looked like a baby skinwalker, a magical shape-shifting being from old stories. Suddenly, a bigger skinwalker appeared holding a stick. It looked ready to fight the man to save its little friend. Just as things were getting intense, the video stopped. What happened next? Nobody knows for sure. But people think the brave big skinwalker rescued its friend, and they both ran away into the bushes. It was a close call for the little creature, and a mysterious adventure caught on camera. Alien or animal? During a hike, some friends saw something that made their hearts race. A huge, hairy, black creature was walking right in front of them. They quickly stepped back, not sure what to do. Was it an alien? A werewolf? Or just a really weird animal? Whatever it was, it looked super spooky. Later, animal control caught the strange being near Idaho after it broke into some chicken coops. Nobody could figure out exactly what it was. It had a body like a human but acted like a wild animal. Now people are wondering if it should go to a zoo or to jail. The hiker's scary encounter turned into a big mystery for everyone. Wrecker Bigfoot. The police set up a camera in a forest where someone encountered a strange animal. What they thought on film was crazy. It looked like Bigfoot. In the video, a huge hairy creature appears. With just one move, it picks up a whole tree like it's a toothpick. The police couldn't believe their eyes. After seeing this, they put up no entry signs all around the area. They didn't want anyone else meeting the super strong forest giant. The Bigfoot sighting turned a normal scene into something out of a monster movie. Unbelievable creature. In a Chilean forest, forest officers on patrol filmed something really creepy. It was a mysterious creature with a big head and two different eyes, one red and one normal. The creature had pale skin and sharp teeth. It moved without making a sound, like a ghost. The officers were too scared to get closer. They quickly left the spooky part of the forest, hoping never to see the strange creature again. Strange voices. Some miners were digging in a cave when they found something that gave them goosebumps. They uncovered what looked like a door. But not just any door. It was the door to hell. The miners couldn't believe their eyes. The door was too hot to the touch, and strange noises came from behind it. They wondered if they should open it or leave it alone forever. In the end, they decided not to risk it. They sealed off that part of the cave and never went back. Their normal day of mining had led them to a doorway to another world. Rooftop creature. A ghost hunter who loved exploring spooky places. One night he decided to check out an old empty house that people said was haunted. As Jake crept with his camera, he suddenly saw something that made him gasp. A weird human-like shape was hiding in the shadows. Jake's hands shook as he filmed the strange figure. It had long, skinny arms and legs, and its face looked really creepy. Was this the ghost he had been searching for all along? Excited but scared, he kept filming. He couldn't wait to show his ghost hunting friends the amazing video he'd caught. This was his biggest discovery ever. Flying man. In a small town in Canada, people saw something amazing in the sky. It looked like a person flying like a superhero. At first, everyone thought it was someone with a jetpack, but when it got closer, they saw it wasn't a person at all. It was a strange flying creature. The weird being zoomed over the houses, glowing a little bit. People watched with big eyes, trying to guess what it was. An alien? A visitor from the future? Or maybe a new kind of animal? Whatever it was, it gave everyone an exciting story to tell before it flew away into the clouds. Disguising predator. During a camping trip, a group of friends heard odd noises in the dark. One brave camper went to check it out, shining his flashlight into the trees. A creature unlike anything he'd ever seen was staring back at him. It had glowing eyes and a body that wasn't quite human or animal. The friends quickly packed up and left. Later, they learned the camping area was officially closed. People wondered if they'd seen a dog man or some other mysterious beast. Their scary night made the local news and turned their fun trip into a spooky adventure. Mystery lizard. Late one night, a boy heard a strange sizzling sound from the bathroom. A small lizard clung to the wall, but its tail was on fire. The tiny flame flickered like a matchstick, casting weird shadows around the room. He watched in amazement as the lizard's tail burned brightly. He thought about calling his parents, but didn't want to miss the magical moment. The lizard seemed unbothered by its fiery tail. Suddenly, the flame went out, leaving him surprised in the dark. He rushed to tell his family about the fire-tailed lizard. They later learned it was a rare fire-bellied skink, known for its ability to heat up its tail to scare off enemies. Its bathroom had become the stage for nature's own light show. Decepticons. In Houston, something super weird happened in the sky. It looked just like a flying saucer from the movies. The strange object was shaped like a mushroom and had two bright lights on the bottom. People in their houses couldn't believe their eyes. They grabbed their phones to take videos because they knew no one would believe them without proof. Everyone wondered if aliens were really visiting Houston. The mysterious UFO flew around for a while, giving the whole city an exciting and slightly scary adventure they'd never forget. Flying tree. In Oman, people saw something really funny, a palm tree flying through the air. It looked like the tree got tired of being in one spot and decided to take a trip. People watching couldn't believe what they were seeing. Some thought it might be a playful ghost using the tree as a toy. The flying tree zoomed around for a bit, giving everyone a good laugh. After its little adventure, the palm tree gently floated back down to the ground. It was like the tree had gone on a quick vacation and then came home. The flying palm tree became the talk of the town. Malfunctioned. A video from Jhansi, India showed gym equipment moving by itself. The shoulder press machine went up and down with no one there. People said a fitness-loving ghost was working out. The video spread fast online. People came to investigate the haunted gym. After looking closely, they found a loose bolt letting the wind move the machine. Everyone laughed about the ghost gym mistake. In another scary video, a pale creature jumped out of tall grass and ran at a car. It walked on two legs and looked like the skinwalker from spooky stories. The driver sped away, scared. Police looked into this too, but couldn't find the strange creature. The mystery left everyone wondering what really hides in the grass at night.
Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is it a bug?
What is that?
Gust of wind. A girl was walking to her room in a big hotel, tired after a long day. In the quiet lobby, she stopped to check her phone. Suddenly, a big plant decoration fell over by itself. She jumped, surprised. Then her hair started floating in the air like a ghost was blowing on it. Scared, she ran to the front desk. The worker there looked nervous when she told him what happened. In a whisper, he shared a spooky secret. The hotel gallery was haunted. Strange things often happen there, and guests were told to stay away. For the rest of her stay, she avoided the gallery, wondering what other ghostly secrets the old hotel might be hiding.
And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day.
This image sent to us by one of our subscribers shows a very rare scene. Now, I am not going to say what's happening, as you guys already know by the picture. What I will be revealing is the truth behind the creepy picture. While it may seem this is a real incident that happened, it's not. This was a setup for a film shooting, and all the people are actually actors that are rehearsing the epic scene. So yeah, this image is a good example to show us all that we must never believe everything that comes on the internet. See you next time!